So Nanny, today I want to ask you, were you allowed to go out dancing or go watch movies when you were younger?
When I was young,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, no. No, my mother she didn't believe in us going to movies. Later, she was watching movies on TV. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Oh, I went to movies. I just didn't tell her I was going.
Sounds like something you do, Nanny.
Well, you know, along the way you gotta have a little bit of fun.
That's right, that's right. It's hard not to.
But I did obey my mother almost to the letter. Till it come to something like that, you know.
Yeah. Well, what were some taboo things? Like, what were some things that were looked down upon back then but would be okay now?
Well, I think, you know, they would tell us things and we would believe it. Somebody told us something, we believed it. And we would get in a creek and knock the snakes off of the limbs that was over the creek, because somebody told us that if you're standing in water, a snake wouldn't bite you. So we got them all in the water so they wouldn't bite us.
Oh my goodness, Nanny. That's an awful idea.
And we would go out, and all the kids in the neighborhood got together in the summertime every morning early, and we took off. We never came home for lunch because we could always find something to eat. You know, where we were rambling.
Yeah.
There was plums and peaches and apples and strawberries and blackberries.
Ooh.
So we had plenty to eat. We didn't have to go home for lunch. And so now we would worry ourselves sick if our kids went off like that and didn't come home for lunch or anything. But I guess our parents was used to it, so.
Yeah. Well, can you tell me a funny story? Something that you did when you were little? Or something that your children did when they were little?
Well, now Keith was always getting in trouble at school, when he was in the first grade especially. And they had to take a pad to sleep on, to take a nap after lunch. And he would, I fixed him, you know, made him one, and he took it. And every day he'd come back, he'd say, "Mama, I had to sleep with that teacher today." She would make him pull his pad over there right at her so he wouldn't talk. And the other kids could have a nap. And they come home. He was so excited the first day of school. And he come home that evening and he said, "Mama, I don't believe I'll go back anymore." I said, "Why?" "I just don't want to mess with it." I said, "Well, I don't believe it's going to work like that. You're going to have to go to school." And he said, but I knew something was wrong. I said, "Keith, did you get a spanking today?" And his eyes got big and he shook his head, yes.
Aww.
I said, "What did you get a spanking for?" He said, "Mama, I didn't do a thing." I said, "Well, I'll just go down there and find out why that teacher spanked you when you didn't do anything." "Oh, no, don't do that." I said, "I think I was in line to get water. I was over there to get water. I said, well, did she not know that you needed a drink of water? Said, oh, yes, she knew it. I said, well, why did she spank you? He said, I don't know. I said, well, I'll go find out. Oh, no. When it come right down to it, he was supposed to have been in the line to get a drink of water, and he was over there with his hand in the goldfish bowl trying to catch goldfish.
That's funny.
They give him a fit down there. But anyway.
Yeah.
And one time, he spit on his teacher.
Oh.
And oh, I had a fit. I said, I just can't go down there. I was intending to just go down there with him and make him apologize for that. And then when I found out what happened, I said, well, I guess that's the only thing he knew he could do to her. And but I said, it's not a good thing to do. I said, don't ever do that again. Don't ever spit on anybody.
Yeah.
But he said that the little boy in his room threw orange peelings all over him. He'd peeled orange and eat it in school. Teacher didn't see any of that. But when he picked all of them up after he'd got them thrown on him and went back and threw them on that boy, the teacher saw that. So he took him up in front of the room and she took him in front of the room and paddled him. And this other boy was standing back there just jumping up and down laughing. And it made him so mad that he spit on that teacher.
Oh.
I said, well, I can understand that
Yeah.
you wanted to do something to her for getting a spanking when she didn't see anything he had done. And I said, but that's not the way to do it. I said, you don't ever spit on anybody. And, but, you know, like I said, I could understand it. You know, when the other boy didn't get any punishing at all, and he stood back there laughing, jumping up and down laughing at Keith for getting the paddling. So, anyway, he was a mess when he started to school. But after a while, he kind of fit in.
Took him a while then.
They did when he was in about the 6th grade, they did a check on anybody, all the kids there. Their, is it IQ?
Yeah,
How
that's
smart
right.
they are. And so when kids come up, they wouldn't tell them.
Oh.
Nobody knew what it was.
Oh.
His IQ was so high that they said the other kids would not like that.
Oh.
So they just kept it. And then he didn't do his some subject he didn't do. And they told him he had to go to school so many weeks that summer to pass that grade. And I said, Keith, as smart as you are, why did you not do that? He said, I don't like it. I said, it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. We have to do a lot of things we don't like to do.
That's right.
But that's part of living. So I took him back to school that summer. He had to go several weeks to pass his grade. And I told him then, I said, if you ever do this again, when I know that you're smart enough to pass, I said, if you ever do it again, you will stay in that same grade 2 years. So, he didn't want to do that. So, Larry was the first one. And Larry was really smart. He never brought a book home. And he made straight A's on everything. And I never saw him open a book.
Yeah.
He was just, in class, and they read it, he knew it. So, and he was so good then. Well, the principal was he taught the last class in that school, and he said, well, when Judy got in his class, he told her daddy, said, I hope this one's as smart as Larry was. Said, we never had a bit of a problem with him. Said he made straight A's and everything and no problems. And Judy said, now wait a minute. Said, Judy won't do that. I said, she has to study hard for hers. And said, I don't want you mentioning that to her in any way. So he promised Jen he wouldn't. And then Patty was in his class. And that was a whole new program. And she was, they had a substitute teacher come that day. And Star needed her hair fixed. So Patty was standing up fixing Star's hair. And the teacher told her to sit down. And she said, well, I will when I get this finished. So she reported her to the principal was her teacher that year. So when she come in, he said, I'm going to have a talk with the little girl that was rude to the substitute teacher. She slammed her books down on the desk, and they went everywhere, and turned around and says, I have you to know I had a right to be smart with her. So, boy, he didn't say another word. And she got her books up and everything, and he never did have a talk with her. He was afraid to.
Hey, Nanny, can you sing another one of those songs?
Let me see.
Sorry, I'm trying to make this video up.
What did I sing before?
You sang, Oh, I Was One More Beautiful Child last time.
What?
You sang, Oh, I Was One More Beautiful Child last time. Never mind. Just choose any song you like.
I thought I sang, you ought to see me when I was a baby. I was a hanging, I don't mean maybe. Oh, I was one more beautiful child. Ma said, I look like Pa. Pa said, I look like Ma. Oh, I was one more beautiful child.
Okay, that one works. Well, anyway, the video's running a little long, so I'm gonna close off, okay? And we'll do the next time. We'll do the 3rd episode, okay?
Okay.
All right. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. See you later.